Hi there, it's Corinne from the Woolly Thistle, and it's time for a shop update. I hope you're doing well, and I'm very happy to be here sharing with you all my lovely stuff. Today is August 30th, so we're right at the end of the summer, and we're looking at fall, which is the most wonderful time of the year for us knitters. So I'm excited, so let's get on. But before we do, I just wanted to ask that if you like the shop updates, be sure to subscribe and to give me the thumbs up on YouTube here, and also sign up for a newsletter over at the shop, which is thewoollythistle.com. We send out monthly newsletters, and I'll have one going out in the next few days. So you want to be on that because I do offer discounts that you wouldn't get otherwise, and there's access to things sometimes that you wouldn't know about otherwise. So being a newsletter subscriber is a good thing, and especially if you like the Woolly Thistle. And yeah, so definitely do that. And you can find us also on Instagram and everywhere else as the Woolly Thistle, and we have two L's in Woolly because we spell it the British way. All right, so let's get started. First of all, I have a winner to announce. We gave away a $25 gift certificate from the last shop update, and I picked the winner at random, and that is Esther Rubin. And Esther left a comment on last episode saying, I listened to your podcast this morning while out on a walk and now watched your video podcast. It was fun to be able to see the things you spoke about. I never tire of hearing about beautiful yarns, and neither do I. I never ever tire of talking about them. Your calyx sweater is gorgeous. Love that color. Well, thank you very much. I love my calyx, and that of course is a design by Elizabeth Doherty, who is Blue Bee Studio, and I wore mine last time, and it was knitted in Blacker Lioness, which is a linen wool blend that we have here in the shop. So thank you, Esther. To claim your prize, send us an email at info@thewoollythistle.com. And maybe just put in the subject line winner or shop update winner, and that way we can find you quickly and get your gift certificate off to you. So congratulations. I'll be doing another giveaway this episode, probably nearer the end, so long as I don't forget. So, and I think you'll like it. Got a little something different for you this time. So let's get started. Let's talk about what's on my needles quickly. We have the Woolly Thistle sweater cal happening. It just started last Friday, so we're a week into it, and this is the yarn that I'm knitting my sweater in. It's Ulcentrum, which is a Swedish yarn, and this one is a 3-ply light worsted weight yarn, and I don't have a lot of worsted weight yarns at all, so this is very special. It's beautifully dyed, and it's from Sweden, and there's Scotland in their wool, in their yarn. And this is what I'm knitting. This is all the progress I've made. It's not much, but I'll explain that. So this is the Cambridge sweater, and it's by Kimberly. Oh, if I stop thinking about it, I'll remember. And if I'll put it on here if I can't remember, but I think I will. Oh, that's annoying. So anyway, Kimberly is part of a trio of designers called Knitting Union, and she designed this. She designed it though for an Aran weight yarn, which of course this Ulcentrum is not. And I started out, I did knit a swatch, which I have here. This is also an Ulcentrum, but in a light grey color. Isn't that nice? And I was quite happy with this swatch, considering I was trying to get a really big gauge. So this was knitted on a US 10. And I think I was most impressed that I was able to knit a big, a big swatch, and that this would be a really fast knit. But looking at it closely, I don't like the way these stitches are looking. It's very, very open. And I could live with it if it looked just like that, but then I cast on the sweater and I started knitting, and you can see how open it is, and it makes me think of like a water cracker. It's just thin. There's there's not a lot of integrity to it because I'm asking the yarn to do something it was not intended for, which is to be knitted on gigantic US 10 needles. So, but what really, look at, see that? And you can see it throughout. Yeah, there. You can just see that it's just not looking the best. So this will be getting ripped out, but I saved it to show you. I thought a sweater all over like this with this kind of definition was not going to look great. So I went back to the drawing board and I knitted yet another swatch, which I have since ripped out and knitted into this sweater. And I went down to US 7. And I think hopefully you can see that the stitches do look better. They're not as open, it's not, you know, there's a bit more density to the fabric. I certainly feel like it's better. So I'm happier with it. What that meant I had to do though, because the pattern was written for dimensions and numbers for Aran weight, I had to recalculate all the numbers because I wasn't going to find the numbers in that pattern for the size I wanted to knit. So I haven't done that too often, you know, in a whole entire pattern. To quote my son, he always says whole entire, and I'm always saying don't say both, and I just did. So yeah, but you know, this sweater, even though it's got lots of lace and cables and I think looks quite impressive, it's really a simple construction. It's a straight up and down body and it has a drop sleeve shoulder. So it's really just straight up and then we attach the sleeves and knit down. And the sleeves are stuck in it. So there really wasn't too much jimming around to do with numbers, which I'm happy about. And I have the right numbers now. And yeah, so I'm hoping that I'm going to get lots of knitting on this over the holiday weekend, because that's what holiday weekends are for. At least that's what I would like them to be for. So let me show you the colors. So yes, this is the green. This is color 3112. This is on the cream base. There's also a green on gray, which is out of stock, and I've not been able to replenish it, but I will when I can, and it has a more depth of color. I can show you a similar idea. This is their gold, which is 2131, and this is on the cream, and this is their gold on gray. And of course we know that Gotland is a gray sheep, so you can see that's more complex, and I like that a lot. Yeah, so you can see. So yes, my green would definitely look a little bit different if it was on gray. But I love this and I'm happy enough with it. Other colors, all the blues here. Here, this one is 4162. If I put it in front of my face, can you see it? And this is a navy, 4172. Bit of something on it. And this is turquoise and it's very bright and tends to blow out the camera. 4101. And this is on cream, and I believe I can get this on gray as well, but I don't think I have it right now, otherwise I'd be showing it to you. This is a favorite. This is 1113, and this is pink obviously on a gray. So nice. It reminds me, it's not quite the same, but it reminds me of H28 in the Tuku colorway. It's a little more pink than that, but it's nice. And of course I love pink. And then we have a bright red right now, which is 1102. This will be nice for Christmas knits. Also, this yarn is really good in color work. Check this out. I mean, look at those. A nice Christmas sweater. Yeah, so this was the red, which is 1102. And of course, this is cream, plain old cream, 1018. And now we've got the grays. I think I actually have a fourth gray, an anthracite that's even darker. Might be sold out. Oh, I do love gray. matches my hair. So we have, this one is 0103, 0104, and 0105. And then I think there's a darker one. It's so nice. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what we have in Al Centrum. This is a yarn that's a little harder to come by here in the States. And it's an absolutely beautiful yarn. Very nice to knit with. It's got a nice, I don't know, it's soft, and it's got almost a silky hand to it. And that must be the Gotland, being a long staple wool. All right, so that's that. So I've been knitting on that. That's my Cambridge by, can't remember her name, Kimberly. I'm sorry. I'll put it up there. So the other thing I'm knitting on right now is my Tegna, and I'm knitting this in Devonia by John Arbon. And maybe you can see the lace work. I can't see what I'm showing you. And I've finished the lace work and I'm knitting up the body, and it's just straight up, I think. There might be some decreases. I should check the pattern. Yeah, so this is a little bit messy because it's not blocked yet, but I wonder if you can tell just how good this feels. This is another longish wool. This is Devonian wool, so let me tell you what's in here. And I've brought all the colors to show you because somebody asked for that. And I love it when you ask to see stuff because that helps me decide what to show you. So I'm knitting this in the Broken Flower colorway, which you've seen before, and it's pink. Right, so 50% Exmoor Blueface, 30% Blueface Leicester, and 20% Wensleydale. Scrumptious. And this is a long wool, so it does have nice drape. So let me show you the rest of the colors. Maybe the more natural shades first. We have a cream. There is, and that is called Devonia cream. Makes me think of clotted cream and jam and scones. Delicious. Here is a nice brown. This is, I think, yep, burnished bronze. And this is a nice neutral color, sandbar. This is a very dark color called Cinder Glow. I'm trying to find it for you. I'm hoping you can see that there is some complexity in the color there. It is black, but there is this sort of red and even a kind of purple glow. So that's very, very nice. And then we've got this purple, which is Nightshade. And then the blues and the greens. There, how about this? Oh, yum, scrumptious. Right, so this one here is Sage Sprig. And this is a pretty good representation of the actual color, at least what I'm seeing on screen is. This was hard for me to photograph in the shop, so it might be a little washed out looking in the shop, but this is pretty true to form. And then this one is Ivy Leaf, which is a nice darker green. This here is Snow Ash. This is another one that washed out in the photography. And this is pretty true to form. It's a lovely, gentle, light, denim-y blue. Snow Ash. And then we have Ocean Rain, which is a lovely color. And then I think, oh my gosh, was that everything? So I think there's 13 colors altogether. Oh no, there's more. Amber Blaze, which is perfect for the season coming up, isn't it? And Bleeding Heart, this lovely dark red. These are all looking really true to color on my screen that I'm seeing. And Pollen Gold. These will go really nicely together. Look at lovely autumn colors, and maybe if I throw the pink in too. How's that? Yarn makes me happy. All right, so those are the yarns I wanted to show you. And let me check my notes. I wanted to tell you that Altheda kits are back in stock. That is the Plotolopi sets of yarn for Jennifer Steingass's Altheda set. We ran out of stock, but we have got that replenished now. So if you were waiting for that, they're in. And I wanted to tell you that Marie Wallen's British Breeds will be back in the shop hopefully the first half of September. We have plenty of her yarn, but we are out of stock of a couple of colors, which means that the kits that we put up in the shop are sold out because we're out of those particular colors. So when we get her yarn back in and we're fully replenished, then we'll be able to put the Hawthorn cardigan, which is the cover cardigan, on her Wildwood book, and also the Walnut Tam. That sold really well. So those two kits will go back in the shop along with the yarn, hopefully the first half of September. But like I said, we do have plenty of yarn in stock. So if you're in the market, check it out. We might have all the colors you were looking for anyway. And we do have more Jameson Spindrift coming. We had a little bit come in and we put kits in the shop and they sold out quickly. Hopefully if you wanted one, you got one. We ask that people sign up for an email notification when something is out of stock, and that way when we put it in stock, you're the first to get an email saying, hey, it's back in stock, and go get it if you want it. So hopefully if you wanted one, you got one. I would recommend that you go ahead and sign up for a new back in stock notification if you still want one. We're expecting to get the rest of the yarn in again round about the middle of September, fingers crossed. As soon as we get it in, we will put it in the shop and you will get your notice to say the Yell kit's back in stock or the Bressa. And we added Unst, which is a lovely buttoned cardigan, all color work, also in the Shetland book. Really nice cardigan, so we added that as well to the offerings. We do have some Burra cowl kits still in stock, but I wouldn't wait too long if you're thinking about that. I would get on that. And the Scary Mittens and the Scalloway Tam, I believe, is out of stock. So pretty much everything's out of stock because we're waiting for a few key colors to come back in. Okay, what else do we have? Oh my gosh. I have something very, very special to show you. Where to start? Well, I can show you this one here. I'm sure you saw this already while I was talking. This is hand-dyed organic cotton garland in all these lovely colors. This is called the Gypsy garland, and then there's also the Wonder garland, which is similar but softer, not so bright colors. And these are about 3 feet across. So this is from Untold Imprint. Lovely Phoebe is the maker behind these, and she, I met her at Squam because we were roommates or cabin mates, and she's just lovely. And so I was very happy to place an order with her, and I was really excited when she said she'd work with me. So we have some of these in the shop. They'll be in the shop by the time this goes live, so check them out. And also from Phoebe at Untold Imprint, I got some gorgeous tea towels. This is one of her tea towels, and it's huge. It's 21 inches across and about 35 inches long. This is a eucalyptus imprint, and these are all handmade by her. Really lovely. And then there's the fern. Here we go. Oh yeah. Really, really pretty. So we have those, and we have a few of these. So if you're interested in either of those things, check them out. They're in the shop, and they should be in the new section, the new items I'll try and put them in there so that they're easy to find and right on the front page of the shop. Now, when I was in Edinburgh for EYF this year back in March, I came across a new maker to me and fell in love. So let me show you what I fell in love with. Yeah. So this is a drawstring bag with lovely handles, and it's by the very talented Calico. And she is in Berlin in Germany, and so these have come over from Germany. They smell beautiful. They're botanically dyed, so this bag is dyed with, I'm sure, indigo, but it might be woad as well. Actually, it's not indigo, it's woad. Look at that color. And just look at these beautiful, they're different, see that? Yeah. So we have this, and each one will be different, but I have a couple in the blue, and then I've got a couple here in this. This is the fern in marigold, I want to say. Yeah, marigold. And look at that, that's so cute on the back. So again, this is a drawstring. And they do smell nice. And then we have some zippered. This is madder. Double check them. Yeah, madder. Oh, lovely. And this has got a gorgeous zipper on it. And pockets. And pockets is in there. And then this last color is also madder, I think. I'm double checking. Yep, this is madder. But maybe I had an iron bath or something. I don't know, I'm guessing, because it's the color is sadder, is what they say. It's a pinkier color. And you can see they all have box bottoms, fully lined, beautiful craftsmanship, pockets, and just really quite luxurious. Botanically dyed, organic materials, just lovely. So we have a selection of these bags, and I expect that these will go quickly. They'll be in the shop on Friday, the day this shop update goes live. So there's that. Maybe you want to pause this and go shop, I don't know. Also from her, we have a selection, I don't have them all here, but we have a selection of eye pillows, because I know we are all stressed out. And this one here in particular is botanically dyed linen, 150 grams of organic mustard seed, 10 grams dried rose petals, and she also gives you some extra. And it smells absolutely wonderful, and it's got such a nice weight. You can put these in the microwave and heat them up, or put them in the fridge or the freezer. Not the fridge, the freezer. And she doesn't use zippers or anything. She has a little tie. So yeah, very, very lovely. And then the last thing from Calico, and sorry, meant to say, I've got two other variations of this. There's a rosemary one, and then there's lavender. And then the last thing I got was a selection of these little off-cut wallets. And they're just so cute. They're fully lined. And they're just little things. I will say that I don't have huge hands. And so that opening is quite, let's say, less than generous. But I don't care, it's so pretty. I'll be putting one of these in my bag and keeping, you know, something very important in there. My bag is full of bags. My real life bag, not just my knitting bag. So that one there is madder, and this too is madder, the saddened madder. And you can see that the design, the floral, the botanical part is different too. This one's marigolds with the ferns, and this one is woad. So just really cute, really nice for gifts too. So there we go. I'm going to give one of these away to a viewer who's watching this episode. And you will be able to pick the color you want so long as it's in stock. So these are up in the shop for sale. So if I sell out of all the blue ones, then you're not going to be able to choose one, but that's okay. So we'll draw for that for the next episode. I wanted to show you Pom Pom. This is going live today actually. We have some of these still in stock, so get yours. We also have Line of 9 in stock. Well, we're selling it. It's not in yet. It has a live date of September 20th. So I think that's everything I have for you for this time. I'll be back with a podcast, an audio podcast next week. I also put that on YouTube. If you see that, that's what that is. That's been going for a long time. And then the newsletter, the shop newsletter, will be out in the next few days. And I do urge you, if you're not already on the newsletter list, you should get yourself on that. It doesn't cost you anything to be on there. And maybe you'll get a little insider dealing or something like that. All right, I think that's everything. So I am going to have a wee knit, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye for now. Oh, if you go out, take your knitting. Bye for now.